Yeah, Mountain heights of heaven's land now invoke the master plan. 'Cause it's in my divine birthright I'm giving back my cosmic sight. At dawn of life I was so high with the angels I did fly. I now ascend a higher plane, the ancient times now come again. 'Tis in the name of holy peace that all my blessings now increase. My great abundance now comply with power of my single eye. I bless the darkness, make it right, reverse the tide, and free the light. God, make my power ever pure, else let the power not endure. I love and lift my fellow man and woman and understand the master plan. For me there's simply nothing new other than that which I once knew. First I spin at speed of light, within without come now my sight. Almighty Spirit Elohim, make truth of this my cosmic dream. Oh yes, my eye is really single with light, my body does now tingle. Oh, my soul is so brand new, I now know all that I once knew. First I spin at speed of light, within without come now my sight. Almighty Spirit Elohim, make truth of this my cosmic dream. Oh yes, my eye is really single with light, my body does now tingle. Oh, my soul is so brand new, I now know all that I once knew. Bridge across the seas of time, yield passage to this soul of mine. Let me taste the ecstasy I knew before human misery. A mighty essence then I am, I wrote the pages of the master plan. Dancing on a sea of being, light and love we're all decreeing. Calling to my fallen self, time to regain heaven's wealth. Cross the bridge of what's to be, where from your nightmare we are free. I hear the angels calling me, saying, wake up God, you're really free. Wipe the nightmare from your eye, spread your wings and watch death die. Bridge across the seas of time, shackles of my soul unbind. Awake now from illusions dread, I'm safe at home in heaven's bed. I'm making my way back to my roots, one cosmic breath to ascension absolute. The time has been long since I have been home. I am hearing the call of a heavenly song. O infinite being in me, dream awake. O infinite being in me, dream awake. And among the ascended my place I will take. In trials of the flesh I have been enmeshed, and in spite of it all I still have been blessed. After hurting my brother and dishonoring my clan, my part is still vital in God's master plan. I am ending self-hatred, transcending mistakes. A brand new agreement with life I now make. For hiding myself, I paid a high cost. Time to get back that which I lost. For ending my fear and the will to attack, heaven is open and taking me back. In infinite being I am now awake, and among the ascended my place I do take. Ascended clan, I'm calling you to guide me on my way back home. I deeply yearn to now return and claim my ascension throne, the fifth dimension and beyond, inheritance above the sky. To heaven's call I now respond, in higher realms forever fly. Ascended clan, I ask for this, not only for let every being upon this earth partake of heaven's wealth. Even unto earth herself she also would return, to end the madness of this flesh. A fire within us burns. Please help us to remember that we all are innocent, and by mercy and compassion unto heaven earth is sent. Resurrection of ascension, and God is found in man. Resurrection of ascension, and God is found in woman. And we all are family members of the great ascended clan. The love of God within my heart has healed and set me free. A love that is because I am, therefore I love me. Among the great ascended clan, I am eternally. Spirit of miraculi, from which all miracles come, I summon you from depths of soul, my ascension now begun. Access code to every blessing, guide to love way up on high, melt away all things distressing, and with spirit I will fly. Mirror of my infinite being, showing me the way back home, the God in me forever free to take my place on heaven's throne. Cosmic rays of sacred sun, shining truth that all are one. So when I am greatly blessed, the prize is shared by all the rest. We are bringers of all miracles. We are born out of the light. We are seeing with the inner eye to launch into ascension's flight. As the co-creative partners through which all the blessings flow, then the miracles of miraculi on every being we bestow. Money, money crystallize, stream right now into my hands. Golden sun within me rise, let abundance take a stand. Let there be the transmutation of financial constipation. I am filled with inspiration, gold now fills my situation. With my heart I thank you, Lord, all I want I can afford. Let it not only be for me, let all the world be rich and free. Let love and peace and truth abound in my life, the world around. In my hands be ceaseless action, bringing wealth and satisfaction. With God vision and reflection, see my money's resurrection. Blessings here and all about, courage, faith, and wisdom sprout. Gold for me is everywhere, and with all I ever share. Let good fortune go before me, right beside me and behind me. All with money now adore me, with gold and emeralds they adorn me. Here's the vision I now see. My love has brought reality. Here's the vision I now see. My love has brought reality. Here's the vision you now see. Your love has brought reality. Welcome, beloveds. Welcome to Ascension Live. Brought to you by yours truly, this miraculous one. Astarius Miraculi, I love you so much. I am so sacredly full of myself right now, and I wish a counterpart of it on you. It's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. And on frequency, my creations, they assist me in beaming energy to you. So I'm grateful for that. I've been in a powerful mode of making wands today, and I get so high and empowered when I'm making my crystal wands. I had, some of you have seen the 6 that are available that I've posted, but I'll have another 6 or 7 available real soon that you'll be able to see, and they got some potent energy within them. So today we have a moon in Cancer, and this moon in Cancer is a frequency of feeling. So the fact that we are having this broadcast while the moon is in Cancer is an indication that we're meant to keep a deeper sacred company with our feeling nature. We live in a society that tends to train us away from our feelings. Someone starts to cry, the average person says, "Oh, don't cry. Don't have your experience. Don't be authentic to your moment." In our society, the intellect, the mind, is king and queen. We don't have emotions 101, and so we're not really trained how to dance in the reality of our feeling nature. And yet, when we look at feelings and thinking, if they are siblings, then actually feelings is the elder sibling, because feelings is a resonance that is rooted within being. You see, the mind, when separate from feelings, operates more so from doing, its outwardness. Mind is objective. Nature is subjective, sitting inside of something, in the middle of something. And so our feeling nature is our access code to the expression of our God and goddesshood. I'll never forget when I had this awakening of acceptance of my feeling nature, because I used to be all mind. Even as a spiritual teacher for many years, it was all about the mind. And then I took a training called Omega Vector in Phoenix, Arizona, and it just totally was a catalyst that brought me into my vulnerability, my sacred emotionality, and all of that. And at the end of that training, I wrote this poem. I want to dedicate it to all of us right now, because there's a great message in it about the feeling resonance of who we are. The things I know by what I think are partly good, and they partly stink. Not a bad start, but partly sealed. Truth of the head is half revealed. What was the bid when I was a little kid? If I want to be smart, then learn it by heart. What a dread when I learned it by head, for in all my learning, I woke up dead. How can my truth be alive and real unless it's truth that I can feel? Down the highway of ignorance and strife, mere thinking was at the wheel of my life. Intellect was wheeling and dealing, but now I'm chauffeured by my feeling. I don't mind showing what's inside. We are all one. Why should I hide? When I do, from me I steal, for I can't heal what I won't reveal, and I can't heal what I'm unwilling to feel. So life, mother of all good things, thanks for the wisdom feeling brings. In feeling there is nothing new, except that which I always knew. From stinking thinking to revealing feeling, let's all open up and have a healing. So honor your feeling nature. Your feelings are your access code to God. You experience Creator Source through your feeling nature, not so much through your mind. You can use the mind to articulate about the experience that you have with Source, but when you have an experience with Creator Source, you have it at the level of your feelings. Feelings are rooted within being. Feelings are experiential. Thoughts, when separate from feelings, are observational. So own your feeling nature and be empowered. It's so important to rise in the majesty of that which you truly are. In a moment, we're going to have some Didgeridoo frequency, and it looks like something is not on. Let me just push a button here. Mine's got to get them ducks in a row. Okay, there we go. There we go. There it is. I'm wheeling a lot of electrical stuff over here. A lot of logistics. But that's okay. I'm going to bring in the frequency of the didgeridoo. And the intention when I bring in the didgeridoo is to align with all of the immunity that is, was, or ever will be. The most robust, most ascended resonance, of the immune system. We're going to activate that together. Just using the power of the imagination and calling forth the manifestation of a robust, infinitely expanded immune system for you, for me, and for every being in all existence. We're going to also call forth the activation of our Ascension reality. Who you are as an Ascended Master, who I am as an Ascended Master. And I'm going to play along with this piece, 7 Portals. This piece that is playing was the very first song that I ever wrote. So it takes me way back to the beginning of all of this, and that would have been way back in, I believe it was 1996. Goes back a ways. So hold that thought, hold that intention for infinite immunity for you, me, and the whole world, and the up-leveling and activation of your ascended self and my ascended self. Lord have had mercy. Oh my goddess. Life is licious. Oh, that's what my daughter used to say when she was a baby. When she was, oh my God, she had to be, less than 1 year old, maybe 9-10 months. And when she had some food that she was loving, oh, that little one in the high chair would raise her fork and she'd say, "Licious!" And so life is licious. I feel the liciousness of this sacred moment. And I'm so grateful that there is a transmission going on here, and that which I am feeling is being delightfully transmitted to you. I'm so grateful that I'm not feeling this all by myself, that you're feeling this frequency along with me. So the next thing that I want to do is share with you my mudra. There's a mudra that I do. I call it my Ascension mudra. And the reason why I'm showing you this is that I want you to create your own Ascension mudra. And it's a series of hand movements with the intention that you're calling down the full resonance of who you are as an ascended being. So you'll see me do what I'm doing, but at some point you're going to create your own mudra with the intention that when you do that, the ascended host hear you and pour forth the full reality of your multidimensional ascended self. So here's what that energy looks like. That was my Ascension mudra. When I do that mudra, I call into being the full resonance of that multidimensional reality of my ascended self. I have another technique I want to show you too. So in order to do that, got to shift music. Also, that particular piece is called Tibetan Star Codes. That's from my album DNA Ascension. The first piece that I did was from my album Vibrational Healing Ascension Current. So let's switch over here. Put a pause here, as I'm going to show you the vibration of ER Waya. You know, it's really important that we have different techniques that we're able to work with that can be helpful to us, you know, particularly during these times, you know, when we're dealing with this world crisis that we're in the midst of, you know, and, you know, thank God that this crisis will never outdistance us, because we are eternal and the crisis will definitely pass. So ER Waya is something that Creator revealed to me many years ago. In fact, way back in 1989 when I was living in Sedona the very first time. And I was with a dear friend who had traveled with me from LA, actually, you know, followed me from LA to Sedona, a great artist, and stayed for several months. And then when he was getting ready to leave, I was offering a blessing to him, and we were standing in the kitchen, and I'm offering this frequency of blessing to him, and all of a sudden I started doing this piece, ER Waya. I'd never heard it before, and Spirit revealed to me afterwards that ER Waya is a portal through eternity. ER, which is E-Y-A-H, means from the beginningless beginning. And Waya, which is W-A-Y-A-H, means into the endless end. So the ER Waya is a portal through eternity, and it's extremely powerful. So as I demonstrated to you, I'm going to be actually inhaling through my mouth the ER and exhaling through my mouth the Waya. If it feels resonant and in divine order, you can do it along with me, you know, or you can put it on the shelf and do it later. But I want you to feel the resonance of what happens with this. It's very powerful. You're probably able to feel the trance of that. I wouldn't want to do it for too much longer, because I would completely go into trance and I'll be done left the building, you know. But I gotta hang out with you, beloved, because I have a service to render unto you. So I didn't want to go so deep into trance that I'll be done left the building, you know. It's very powerful, and I hope you take it to heart and work with it. It moves energy very, very quickly. And we need all of the techniques that we can possibly discover and work with. So earlier I flipped open my book, Miraculous Song of Ascension, and I flipped to the Ascension Wedding. And interestingly enough, I pulled the star card, which is the sign of Cancer. And as I said to you earlier, the moon is in Cancer right now. So I'm going to initiate this marriage ceremony. This is the marriage of the human self, your human self, my human self, with our ascended self. And it's really a renewing of our vows, because we've always been married to the multidimensional ascended self. It's always been there. So you might want to repeat this after me. Ascension wedding. I, my human self, promise to love you, my ascended self, to honor you, my ascended self, to support you, my ascended self, to empower you, my ascended self, to enrich you, my ascended self, to perfectly accept you, my ascended self, to stand by you in the face of any and everything, my ascended self. I, my ascended self, promise to love you, my human self, to honor you, my human self, to support you, my human self, to empower you, my human self, to enrich you, my human self, to perfectly accept you, my human self, to stand by you in the face of any and everything, my human self. The ring of our bond is the circle of eternity which has no ending. We are the microcosm of the celestial marriage of God, Goddess, the macrocosm. I do take you, my ascended self, to be my eternal spouse. I do take you, my human self, to be my power vested in the absoluteness that I am. I now pronounce the eternal marriage of my human and ascended self within the temple of heaven's house. I do take me to be my spouse within the temple of heaven's house. I do take me to be my spouse. And the meditation that we're working with today is another selection from my book. This one I call I, the Universe, Anthem of the Soul. And the first four lines, which are the first four lines are the same as the last four lines, came through, this would have been in the neighborhood of 2007 or 2008. I was living in Phoenix at that time, and I had done a show in Los Angeles, and I was driving home, and when I was about 5 minutes to arriving at home, I heard this resounding resonance in my head and in my heart that said, I am by whom the universe has a name. I am in whom the universe has a home. I am on whom the universe has a face. I am that I am. I, the universe, am. And so it was just those 4 lines, and then some days later I wrote the rest of the body of it. And so this is today's meditation. It's called I, the Universe, Anthem of the Soul. So we're going to experience in meditation the anthem of your soul and the anthem of my soul. Take this in as deeply as you can, beloved, and really honor and own the power of this sacred moment. There's a lot of power in this now moment. I am by whom the universe has a name. I am in whom the universe has a home. I am on whom the universe has a face. I am that I am. I, the universe, am. I, the universe, am personified as this body, mind, heart, and soul. I, the universe, dream awake infinite wholeness and healing in every cell of my body, mind, heart, and soul. I, the universe, dream awake the ascension of my soul, my cells, my human form, and Mother Earth. I, the universe, dream awake cosmic consciousness of my human mind and express infinite creativity through my human soul. I, the universe, dream awake cellular memory of universal selfhood in my individual soul. I, the universe, as my human self, feel sacred pride in the divine creations of every being throughout existence, including God, Goddess, Absolute. I am cellular co-creator of all that is created. God, Goddess, Absolute is cellular creator of all that I create. I, the universe, invoke and dream awake all of the prosperity that is, was, or ever will be through this, my human life. I, my human soul, am a master cell in the being of God, Goddess, in the cosmic moment when the universe was created. I honor and acknowledge my co-creatorship of this great universe, which I also am. I am cellular co-creator of all that is created. God, Goddess Absolute is cellular creator of all that I create. I am the vastness of all that is, thrilled to keep sacred company with myself through all beings. I, the universe, call forth God, Goddess Absolute, every angel and ascended master to bless and prosper my human soul. I, my human soul, am a cell in the body of the universe, holding the entire celestial blueprint of the universe at large. The whole reality of the universe, which is, was, and ever will be, is held within my cells. I am the microcosmic container of the macrocosmic all that is. I am a soul in the body of the universe, and the universe is a galaxy in the body of my soul. Within my soul I hold the counterpart cells for all that is, was, or ever will be. I contain a cell for every man, woman, and child, for every angel and ascended master, for every ocean, mountain, and stream, for every mineral, plant, and animal, for every elemental star and galaxy. I am the master cell, microcosmic container of God, Goddess Absolute. My greatest love is the bond we share. I am by whom the universe has a name. I am in whom the universe has a home. I am on whom the universe has a face. I am that I am. I, the universe, am. Our invincibility, invulnerability, and invisibility from being affected by any anti-divinity, any viruses. I invoke and dream awake our power and divine intention to be empowered by everything. Feel the reality, beloved, of your all-powerfulness. It is as simple as remembering the divine reality that is eternally intended for you. We don't have to fabricate it. We don't have to coerce it into being. We just simply allow and focus our attention upon the reality. Allow the sacred and divine immunity within yourself and every being within this world Blistafari, Justafari. We are so blistified, so justified, which is the new sanctified. Capstone of my soul. Unfailing spirit, fulfill my goals. Let there be power in the word of my mouth. I conquer with faith, dissolve fear and doubt. Let there be wisdom as the fuel of my knowledge. Let it be ablaze within my heart. I must be consistent in the game of life, that wisdom may finish what knowledge did start. Let there be love in the work of my hand. My life is a blessing unto God and man and woman. Let there be peace as the wings of my mind, O sun of serenity, around me shine. Let there be joy of truth bubbling in my soul, O dissolver of sadness, come make me whole. Let there be abundance raining down upon me, my life be enriched with prosperity. And there is the fulfillment of let there be, for life will always give me, but as far as I can see, let there be, let there be, let there be. And there is, and there was, and there ever shall be. My being knows no limit. I am God, goddess within. Horizon of this moment with eternity I blend. Every space is here and every time is now. Everyone is me, full awakening of eternal remembrance. Blessing now I be. Immortal hands, immortal body, immortal energy, immortal healing. I as God and Goddess do all that they will ever do. A man, a woman, a God, a goddess. I be absolute reality. So it is, and blessed be. Tube of light, whole and real. Tube of light now congeal around my soul. Protection seal. Protect my body, protect my mind. Let all that I receive be none other than divine. Thank you, God, for keeping me. Thank you, God, for direction. All is well through the spirit of protection. Violet fire, raise and raise. Violet fire, heal my ways. Around my being, dance and blaze. Consume my air, expand my light. Reveal my God, it is my right. Thank God for my consummation in the flame of transmutation. All is well, all is well. Thanks for cosmic graduation. Walking shaman, walking shaman, walking shaman, medicine woman, walking shaman, medicine man, walking shaman, dream awake. Splendor of surrender. Wholeness in my body, let go, I now fly. I love myself so much. Walking shaman. Walking shaman, medicine woman. Walking shaman, medicine man. Walking shaman, dream awake. Splendor of surrender. Safety in my body. Let go, I won't fall. I love myself so much. I love myself so much. You love yourself so much. Oh my God, I'm so full of myself. In a good way. Oh, I love it when I get set on fire like this, because then I get a chance to share it with my beloveds, and that means you. So let me see if there's anybody wanting to engage. If there's something, if there's a question that you have, put it in the chat. I'm ready to respond to some things. Oh, somebody's, Carol says, smiling and floating, grounded. So much. Love myself so much. That's beautiful, Carol. You want to be loving on yourself with the passion of heaven. Whoever has a burning share, put it in the chat. Question or comment. You're so welcome, Hugo. You're infinitely welcome and infinitely worthy. And Margot, you too, you are infinitely welcome and worthy. And what I want you to know, beloveds, is that everything that I have exemplified today, because I mean, you may have noticed I had a little bit of an extra dose of me today. I mean, I'm always pretty much on, but there was a little extra something going on in this now moment. And what I want you to recognize and know is the co-creation. See, you co-created that reality. Okay, Rachel says, how to dissolve the experience of being attacked. Well, the first thing, Rachel, is don't attack the attack. You know, it's a matter of becoming in a space of neutrality. It's like the vibrations of heat and light can occupy the same space at the same time, and they never interfere with each other because they have different rates of vibration. So when attack is coming at you, you want to be in the resonance of benevolence, in the resonance of invincibility, invisibility, and vulnerability, and also even loving the central core of the attacker. Not so much, you know, condoning the negativity coming as the attack, but looking beyond the attack itself and looking to the central core of the attacker and realizing that at the central core of the attacker is nothing but pure light. You see, the center is that which is owned by God Almighty. It's like the eye of the storm or the eye of the hurricane. See, whenever there's a hurricane or a tornado, in the very center of that hurricane or tornado is this place of pristine peace, pristine stillness in slow motion, right in the middle of all of that turbulence. So when attack comes at you, be the eye of the storm. And the eye of the storm is pristine peace. And the eye, oh yeah, so I see, Rachel, you said that what you were trying to do. Now let's let go of the trying. See, trying is lying. To do is true. Now, Rachel, align with me. So I'm really good at responding with love to attack. And it's really enlightened self-interest because I am expanding and empowering myself when I respond to attack with love. Imagine, Rachel, that you're linking up the telepathic battery cables from your heart to my heart, and we're initiating the soul jumpstart, because my capacity to transcend attack is your capacity to transcend attack, and all capacity to transcend attack is our capacity to transcend attack. So own the victory right here and right now. See, there is a time in the future when you have completely gotten to the other side of this. We're not going to wait for that time in the future to come into play in the linear sense. We're going to pre-memorate that reality and allow it to harmonically converge with you. And all of you beloveds that's hearing this, I want you to hold this vibration for Rachel, that she is harmonically converged with the absolute solution to this attacking situation that exists within the future. And we pre-memorate that reality for her and with her. And we bring it into the now memoration of this now moment. And within every cell of our beings, we celebrate the victory. And thank you for that question, Rachel, because I know that it was applicable to so many of us. Because there's so many times that we do in fact experience attack. And even I myself, I'm a very empathic person, and like when attack comes at me, I have to be careful not to empathically take that on. Like sometimes people will come at you with tremendous blame, and if you're not careful, you'll take on that blame as shame. I've experienced moments of that, and then I'll remember and wake up and say, if it ain't divine, it ain't mine. If it ain't divine, it ain't mine. If it ain't divine, it ain't mine. And so I honor and celebrate the victory of all of us, every single one of us, transcending every negative thing. I'm going to offer a couple of commercials, and then I'll still respond to some things, but I want to just get my commercials in. So I'm available for intuitive and astrological readings, as well as transmissions of sound, frequency, and healing with Didgeridoo and with vocal harmonics and with Reiki. I do have some discounts in play. I'm not going to go into all of the specifics around that. If you're interested, reach out. You'll see my website and also a phone number by which I can be reached. And, we'll find the thing that is perfectly tailored for you. I also have the capacity to receive donations. Everything I give from my heart, and I allow myself to be also in receivership. So if you feel like you want to offer a donation, I have a donation button on my website. I also take donations by way of Venmo and also by way of Cash App. So if you feel moved in that way, and then also PayPal. And if you do so PayPal, then it's wonderful if you send it friends and family. And then I have 22 music albums available on my website, along with 2 books. And most everything that you were hearing me reciting comes from my book, which is entitled Song of Ascension. And I'm thanking you in advance for your support, if it is within your means. I know a lot of different variables are in place in our world as far as economic flow. But if it is within your means, I am so grateful, for your support in this way. And so I believe that's all of my. I also practice and teach Reiki. I've started to do Reiki trainings remotely. I hadn't done that for many years, but now I've started doing that because of the nature of what's going on in the world. I had a wonderful opportunity to initiate a brother to the master level of Reiki not long ago, and it was a profound experience. And so I've always been, I've been for more than 40 years masterful in transmitting frequency, at distances, but I've done it primarily, in one-on-one exchanges, with clients in that way. And now Spirit says to do it, in a massive way. So speaking of that, let me just go ahead and send you a little something here. It just feels really right. I'm going to send this straight into your heart chakra. And when you feel what I'm sending to you, put in the chat the word resonating. So we'll take a little moment and let you feel something really delicious. Here it comes. Thank you, Divine Creator, for the beauty of this now moment. Thank you that with every breath that we take from this time forward, and every step that we take down the path of our life, there will be a reactivation of the healing frequencies of this now moment. We choose to remember who we are in the full-on reality of our divinity. We own the version of the universe that we each are, and walk in the reality of the walking universe that we are. We remember who we are. We remember where we're from. We remember what we're for. And we remember that we are divine. What was lost, we have now found. We remember, and we are walking on wings. Oh, resonating, 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 resonating. I love you so much. If you knew how much I'm loving you, you'd be dancing all around. And thank you so much for receiving that energy, because it's not just by virtue of the power that I hold to transmit and do that. It's also by virtue of the power of your willingness to put yourself in receivership. Now, just to let you know what it is that I was actually doing when I was sending that energy, it's a technique where I'm imagine that if your windpipe was closed to maybe the opening was only maybe 1/3 of normal, so the energy has to be pressed through it. Just think of blowing through a straw, but you put a crimp in the straw, so then you have to blow with a little more pressure. You know, if you were to actually hear it, you know, it would be like, but you're not making that sound, but it's like the windpipe is closed, which creates then a laser projection of the breath. And then by intention, you transmit that energy anywhere within the world or the universe where you want it to go, or into someone's chakra or whatever, and it's profoundly powerful. And all that is required is that you believe, that you intend, and that you know. And it isn't you individually having to do it. I mean, the reason why I've been so blessed with it is because I know it is I, the universe, doing this thing through the individualization of my being. My individual being is the meeting place for the universe that I really am. And when I own my identity, I'm moving way beyond this individual being, Astarius Miraculi. I'm owning the whole of the universe that I am, that portals through Astarius Miraculi. And if you keep that in mind when you wield the forces, then you'll be tremendously successful at that. So we're nearing our completion. Let's see. We love you. Yes, I love you too. We be dancing in our hearts, united. Yes, and unity. You know, unity is a U-N-I-T-Y. So sometimes I would say to a beloved, you and I tie. See, because that's unity. U-N-I-T-Y, you and I tie. So unity, I love you. You and I tie, I love you too. You and I tie. Cross my heart, hope to fly. I love you too. You and I tie. Open up my first eye. I love you too. You and I tie. Ascension. You and I tie, I love you too. You and I tie. Healing. You and I tie, I love you too. You and I tie. Ascension. You and I tie, I love you too. You and I tie. Hiya ya. You and nata. Hiya yata. You and nata. Ikraya. Hota flata, haya yata, you and nata, haya ya, you and nata, haya yata, you and nata, opa hu, mafa ah, haya yata, you and nata, esuta, you and nata, haya yata, you and nata, wana esuta, you and nata, haya yata, you and nata, hialin, you and nata, haya yata, you and nata, gagadia, you and nata, haya yata, you and nata. I love you, you and I tie. I love you too, you and I tie. Cross my heart and hope to fly. Open up my first eye. Raise my kundalini. Prosperity now to fly. I love you too, you and I tie. Healing, you and I tie. I love you too, you and I tie. Ascension, you and I tie. I love you too, you and I tie. We are ascended, you and I tie. I love you too, you and I tie. So there you have it, beloved. Let's see if there's any last thing here before we close this transmission. Oh my God, I've had a lot of fun with this one. I turned my own self on over here. Yep. You know, you got to be able to turn your own self on. You got to be able to be in love with your own self. You know, like you know that you're in good relationship with yourself when you get weak in the knees just thinking about the dance with you, when you swoon and you just tingle all over yourself by virtue of the reality of the selfhood that you are. Love to see you shining out excitement and love by the opening of our hearts. Thank you so much, beloved. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you with some tones. I love these tones. I got this one playing, Fly My Winged Love, which I love this one. So I'm going to close with some tones here. Well, it's good for me. Oh my God. Thank you, Divine Creator. Thank you, angels. This was a grand one that we received. And know that you can experience the afterglow of this transmission over and over and over and over again. And of course, it will be available on the Facebook page as well. And some parts of it will make it up to Instagram, and it definitely will also be on YouTube as well. So I love you so much, you know, and I believe in the most exalted something that you are and that we all are. You know, I believe in that something within you that is just divine immunity. You know, I believe in that something within you that can never be outdistanced by any anti-divinity, any virus or anything whatsoever like that. Thank you for holding a high vibration for the whole world. and for knowing that we are having a celestial wake-up call. And even those who are on the lowest of the totem pole of evolvement are being triggered right now. And so let's hold that vision and that intention for everyone being divinely up-leveled in evolvement. Aho, Ashe, Amen, Namaste. Hotep, In Lakesh, Alakim, Shalom, Satnam, Hariom, Rastafari, Juicefari. Our sacred juices are cooked and infinitely expanding. We are so juicified and blissified. May we always have many miles on our smile, wiggle in our giggle, tingling in our boots, laughter ever after, put in our strut, wings on our butt, always rising up, for up at the top there's room for all. It's just the bottom that's crowded, y'all. And so it is, and so it shall eternally be. I love you so much. Until the next sacred moment that we circle in.